All right, guys, Levi Trumbull reporting in Frederick. So here's what's going on. When you're a journalist, I think that journalism is not just about reporting information. I also think it's about solving problems for people. It's always beneficial to be a problem solver and to shine a light on people, entities, businesses, whomever, the government, whomever you want to have it. Whomever is doing something that is a harmful or a wrong act. So here's what's going on. A senior citizen woman reached out to me via email. She sent me a news tip this morning. And that was in relationship to the fact that the Food Lion in Mount Airy is not accepting her lawful payment, which is her checks. So she says that on three occasions, her and her husband went to the Food Lion in Mount Airy, and they put a whole grocery cart of groceries together, and they went to the checkout, and when they were checking out, they handed the check to the cashier, and their checks were being declined. Now, this is a woman who is, like I said, who is a senior citizen. Her husband is about 80 years old, I believed, and she's trying to buy food at the Food Lion in Mount Airy. This is a place that she has frequented for 30 years, she said, and now all of a sudden, they are declining her lawful form of payment. So she reached out to me about the issue, and she said that this happened on 3 occasions and that basically she doesn't have any food. Again, this is the Food Lion that she goes to. This is the Food Lion that she has used for 30 years, and now all of a sudden she can't even buy food there. So she wanted me to reach out and get to the bottom of what was going on here. I took it upon myself today to call into the Mount Airy Food Lion. I spoke with the manager, who was the on-duty manager, and she advised me that she was unfamiliar with the problem. I let the manager know all of the things, all of the problems that we have here that's going on with this woman, and she assured me that she would look into it and that she would do her best to make sure that this woman, and who's a senior citizen, and her husband, when they come in there, that this issue would be resolved. And we think that it's going to be a good solution for her. And we think that that phone call is going to make the difference between her being able to buy groceries and not. So here is that phone conversation. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is how you use journalism to actually change people's lives and do positive things in the real world. And it's something that I look to do more of in the future. So here's that conversation with the manager today from the Mount Airy Food Lion. Hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you for calling Mount Airy Food Lion. Spring King, how may I help you?
Hey, good morning. This is Mount Airy Food Lion.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. I'm calling in on a recorded hotline by chance. Could I please speak with your general manager?
Let me get it for you. Give me 1 second.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, is this the general manager?
This is the assistant store manager.
Okay, very good. So my name is Levi. I'm calling in on a recorded hotline. The first question I wanted to ask you real quick is, who is your district manager for the area? Do you guys have a district manager?
Eric Sword.
Okay, his name is, I'm going to write that down. His name is, how do I spell, is it E-R-I-C?
Yes.
Sword? How do you spell that?
S-W-O-R-D.
Okay, and what is his phone number?
I don't really have a phone number for him.
You don't have a phone number or any point of contact for your district manager?
No, I can email him, yeah.
Okay,
What is this in reference to?
Okay.
And maybe I can help you with something.
Sure, and I was going to run it by you. Okay, so in any event, as I stated, my name is Levi Trumbull. I'm an independent journalist calling in on a recorded hotline. The reason I'm calling in today is because recently it's been brought to my attention through a news tip that a senior citizen couple, and I'll give you the name, been trying to purchase goods from your grocery store, and Food Lion has not been accepting their payment for an inexplicable reason. They've been customers from what they tell me at that grocery store for 30 years, and because of this, they currently can't buy food, and obviously, I mean, that's not a good thing. So I have a few questions I wanted to ask you, just so I sort of have the clear picture here. Food Lion does accept checks, yes?
Yes.
And Food Lion uses the telecheck agency for consumer reporting. Do I have that right?
Yes.
So what is the reason that Food Lion is not accepting the checks from this particular couple? Is there any discernible problem that you can articulate at this time?
I don't know. I was not aware of us not accepting any check from any customer.
Okay, well, that's what they tell me, that they've been there on 3 occasions and they've tried to utilize a check, and that all 3 times when they try to utilize this lawful form of payment, that it's come through and that they were unable to, for some reason through telecheck, the check is being declined, and that they're not able to use their check at your store. So I verified personally that they do have money in the bank. I mean, I've also verified that they have good credit. They willfully displayed that to me as well. And I think one of the things that's important to take notice of is that telecheck is a consumer reporting agency. You as a private corporation can override the recommendation, any recommendation that they provide. So even if in the event there is a problem on telecheck's side, that can be overridden by you guys. So, why do you not override the system and allow these checks to be taken? Again, these, from what I'm seeing, these are lawful, valid payment attempts. So why are the people at the store there, the managers, the employees there, not overriding any problems that might be presenting themselves?
And I'm not sure. Like I said, I was not aware of any issues with any customers with the payment.
Okay.
A lot of the times if something happens through telecheck, we have a telecheck phone number, and usually the customer calls them and finds out why telecheck isn't accepting their payment.
Do you know if the employees or any staff at Food Lion, they ever did that? Because I was under the understanding that didn't happen. They basically wouldn't take the check, and the elderly couple, they had to leave without their groceries, and this has happened on several occasions. And again, from telecheck, and I want to stress that they do consumer reporting. From your guys' end, you guys do have the power to override it. I mean, that's right on their website. I confirmed that firsthand earlier. So my question is would it upset you with the fact that telecheck is potentially costing Food Lion business right now? I mean, you could be having sales right now, but due to what's going on with them, that might be getting in the way of things, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you know that telecheck has been sanctioned to the tune of $3.5 million for violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act?
No, I do not.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't know. Do you have any? I mean, I know I'm asking you these questions here on spot, but do you have any plans anytime soon of perhaps maybe looking into a different consumer reporting agency rather than telecheck?
I mean, I really don't have any control over that.
Sure.
From our corporate office.
You're right. Yeah.
They make those kind of decisions.
You're right, and that's fair. So here's my question, and I guess this is the last one I'm going to ask you. Moving forward, how is it that we are going to resolve this issue for this couple? Because right now, this is the way they have purchased groceries for a very long time. This is the way they intend to do it in the future. And right now, for an inexplicable reason, they are unable to buy food from your grocery store with what I can pretty much verify is lawful forms of payment. So, I mean, how is Food Lion going to remedy this? I mean, this doesn't this doesn't look good, and I'm not making any accusations. I just think, from your guys' end, that this is something that should be resolved. I mean, how do you guys plan to address this?
I mean, if the customer was here and I could speak to them and I could see what's going on, really, the only information I have is what you are giving me.
Sure.
So I don't know all the details as to why it is not accepting it. If I was in the transaction, I could see what's going on, then I could help the situation.
Okay, well, that's okay. The key word right there is you could help with the situation, and I think that's what really is it needs to happen here, because we don't want to see people. These are senior citizens, elderly. I believe the one gentleman is 80, I believe, and off the top of my head, I can't recall the woman's age, but she's, they're senior citizens, and obviously we want to see them be able to buy groceries. And I understand that this has happened 3 times now. Yeah, absolutely. So when they come down there, I'll get back in touch with the woman who sent me the news tip. What was your name again? I just want to get that, because I want to forward that information over to her, just so that she has that, so that the next time she goes down there, she can rest assured that she is at least able to make a point of contact with you, and that you will be able to get this matter taken care of head on, so that we do not have senior citizens go extended periods of time without not being able to buy any food. Again, this is the grocery store they've advised me for 30 years, and all of a sudden they can't buy food, and they're walking in there with a lawful form of payment, and it's basically like, see you later, alligator. So, that's definitely not something we want to see. So, what's your name? And I'll be sure to relay that information back to her. I let her know that I spoke with you, and I do want you to take the issue up with your your district manager as well. I would like you to inform Mr. Eric Sword of everything that I have that we've spoken about on this phone today. And if there's a way that you could somehow find that contact information and provide it with me, I wouldn't mind reaching out to him to get his commentary on the subject matter as well. But nonetheless, if it's a matter that you can address, the buck can stop right there with you. That would be a beautiful thing. So what's your name again? And I'll be sure to relay that information over with this woman and her husband, and let them know that the next time they're in there to speak with you directly, and I will tell them that you advised me, and I have you on the record here, that you would try to get this issue resolved for them, because we want to see senior citizens be able to eat, ideally. So what was your name again?
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget. Okay. So how do I spell that? BRID?
GET.
Do you have a last name, Bridget?
Chantier. SHON.
Okay.
BERE.
Right. Bridget Chantier, thank you very much. And you're the GM there?
No, I'm the assistant.
All right.
Manager.
Okay. Good enough. All right. And all right. That's what I'll do. I'll relay that information over there. And what days are you usually down there? I mean, I know you're down there right now, evidently, but when's a good time to, I don't know what hours you work, but roughly, when would you be in house?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. Okay.
It ranges from week to week, what days I'm here and what days I'm not.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And you said you will be able to try to get that issue resolved, reach out to Telecheck, see what's going on, and to try to get these checks, which are lawful forms of payment, try to get these things overrided in your system, as I understand that you guys have the ability to do.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Hey, that's perfect. That sounds like a great strategy to move forward, and I will take you at your word that is exactly what you'll do. So, Mrs. Bridget Chantier, thank you very much. I appreciate you answering some of these questions. I will reach back out to the people who provided me with the news tip. I'll relay everything we talked about here, and I hope that they can get this situated immediately, because I was very concerned to see a story like that. We have to be good to our seniors. We really do. So, but I think that you recognize that, of course. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. You've been very pleasant and very helpful, provided me with a lot of good information. And when this couple, again, this is the couple, that's their last name, when they're back in there, I will be sure that if they have any more problems in the future, that they will be reaching out to you directly, and I will let them know that we had a cordial conversation. And then from here, I don't expect to be in communication again about this issue. Hopefully everything goes well. I just wanted to be able to, sort of bridge that divide a little bit. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. Do you have any questions for me?
Thank
Do you have any questions for me? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you.